Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the era of star free agents increasingly being on the move has created a media frenzy that sometimes can be intense and draining. Some players like Kevin Durant have pushed back against year-long and incessant free agency questions. Warriors coach Steve Kerr said, "We're all actors in a soap opera, and we have to deal with that part of it." Kevin?
It can be a circus. David, thanks. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best. And you look at Morant. He's been a big-time contributor for his team so far. And, you know, we're right in the thick of the season, and he's one back of the top spot.
And with more or less a half a season behind us, he has shown what unlimited potential he has.
Can you imagine what his future is going to be if he stays on this path? I mean, with his work ethic and focus, he's been sensational this season.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Allen at the guard spots. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot.
Well, and Kevin, in the Memphis Grizzlies, I mean, playoff contenders for 7 straight seasons from 2010 to 2017. I mean, a Western Conference Finals appearance in 2013. Now a new phase as they look to rebuild this roster.
Now here's Morant. Following the missed shot by Dario Saric, Jackson. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from Saric. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. And Chris, in the small market of Memphis, there'd been a resistance to hitting that reset button and going young.
Well, yeah, with fan attendance dropping in each of the last 4 seasons, I mean, they've reached their pain threshold. And with this team struggling, the writing was on the wall.
Now here's Ayton. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Rubio. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
You know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
That one is off. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved, and it's about your standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, you know, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
Now here's Morant. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers. The feet of Valanciunas, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one drops.
In his native Lithuania, Jonas Valanciunas is the star for his national team, making his debut at age 19, becoming the leader for his country.
so he gets them both.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Booker the pass to Oubre. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, you better be aware of Valanciunas. He has a knack for getting to the right place in the open floor.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Suns. It's a three-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And they were a little bit fortunate to come out on top in that one. They were not at their best in that game.
Now here's Oubre. Last game he had 12. 2 on the clock. Here's Ayton. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Just a big man with a quality jumper. Ayton has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Booker against Allen. And the pass to Winslow. Here's Jackson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Winslow.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Saric outside. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Ayton against Valanciunas. Ayton kicks to Saric. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound. He gets that one. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Out left to the wing. Allen for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Shoots over Morant. No good from Booker. For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Rejected by Booker. And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. Passes it to Booker. Oubre outside. Back to Booker. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. We've got a moment now to go to a rookie watch and find out who among the NBA's freshman class have been the hottest shooters. Number 5 is Ja Morant.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
Pass to Jackson. Releases from 15. Oubre pulls it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end. Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Here's Morant following the score by Phoenix. Kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Morant. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He showed some signs of this his last year of college. I mean, Morant cannot be left alone from distance.
Rubio with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. The pass to Ayton. defense, Memphis. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Booker on target from 13 feet.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
Now here's Morant. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Valanciunas against Ayton. Valanciunas passes to Allen. Over Booker. There's Allen. That's good on the assist from Valanciunas. Here's Rubio. He kicks it to Oubre. Here's Ayton.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Dylan Brooks. He's checked in for Grayson Allen. And here are the Suns now, trailing by 2.
There's no reason you should leave someone open around Sark. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
Now here's Morant, covered by Rubio. Over to the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
First one falls for him. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
And Phoenix making a change here. Bridges checks in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years.
Now here's Saric. 11 points for him in that last game against New York. Passes to Bridges. Here's Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jackson. Another one falls for Phoenix.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers. Pass to Brooks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Ayton. Greg, for the Phoenix Suns, with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought, there is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raise some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, the Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months, but they finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
And what you like most about Brooks is his attacking mentality. I mean, he's someone who excels at taking on the defense and charging inside.
Just when you look around the NBA, which player most emulates the style and approach that you have, and you were special? So you've got to have a very special category for this one, I'm sure.
Well, thanks, Ken. That's flattering. I like to be in the categories with these guys because I'm such fans of them. But Blake Griffin, when I think about him, and also Joel Embiid, the fact that Embiid can shoot out on the floor, he can space up, but in the post, he likes to go to work as well. I just think he gives you such a mix of offensive moves that you can't stop, that as a defender, you're always worried and on guard and looking over your shoulder because you don't know what he's going to hit you with because he has so many options.
But in my mind, there's only one Chris Webber.
Oh, thanks, man.
Here's Kaminsky, following the basket by John Morant. Here's Jerome, shoots over Morant, and again, it's the Suns missing. Takes the three. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Diallo. Kicks it to Booker. And there's the pass to Jerome. Shoots from the line. And no good that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Jackson from long range. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Suns trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Booker inside. Brooks covering to stop the run. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Feeds it to Jang. And it's Memphis with another.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects. Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's Morant. He kicks to Anderson. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
And here's Morant. He's got 10. On the wing, Jackson. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Jerome passes to Diallo. Passes it to Jerome. Kaminsky in the corner, uncovered, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Most effective when he gets his feet set. Kaminsky can be lethal on the catch and shoot.
Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. Jackson passes to Anderson. With the shot. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Anderson. And that's now 8 points for Josh Jackson.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings, a selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
1:33 left in the first quarter. Jerome passes to Diallo. Now, here's Bridges. He's tightly guarded. The Grizzlies pull it in.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Brooks dishes to Anderson. Good on the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
And here are the Suns now, following the score by Memphis. Booker against Brooks. Pass to Jerome. No good on the three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Brooks. It's tipped.
And despite the short wingspan for a big man, Kaminsky with the height and timing to steal block shots.
A nice shot by Booker.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Jerome passes to Booker. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Back to the action after this word. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Or just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
Memphis leading by 9. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant and Allen at the guard spots. Anderson is out there with Gorgie Dang. And it's Clark in at the small forward. Anderson kicks to Morant. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Anderson can't get it to go.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Bridges misses. Memphis has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Memphis leading by 11. And Clark slams it in.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Booker against Anderson. No good from Booker. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Clark. Off target at the rim.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now, here's Bridges. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Kaminsky. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. The pass to Morant. 6 to shoot. From 12 feet out. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not. This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Here's Clark. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Anderson right side. From 11 feet away, his second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Suns trail by 11. Bridges, no one around him. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Bridges has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Clark finds Allen. Here's Morant. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Now Rubio. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Grizzlies. Bridges against Allen. Bridges passes to Saric. Now here's Morant, covered by Rubio.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Stolen by Allen. Jackson dishes to Winslow. Back to Jackson. Over Saric. And there's Jackson on the assist by Winslow. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Rubio the pass to Saric. Back to Rubio. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Over Valanciunas. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Pass to Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 12-point Grizzly lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Now here's Saric. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And it's Ayton missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Here's Winslow. Great D that time from Oubre.
And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
To the wing on the left. Rubio left side. Ayton finds Saric. Suns moving the ball around. Rubio outside. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Phoenix no good that time either. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. Winslow, the pass to Morant. Kicks it out to Allen. The 3, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Suns trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's the double team with Allen. Pass to Bridges. Saric outside. Rubio looking around. And the Suns miss again. Memphis leading by 15. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Chris, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor. And the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
And he makes the first. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Rubio. And the Suns call time.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, he's got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
And here's a look at some numbers for Ayton.
And the past 10 games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's great to see that kind of hustle.
Saric outside. Here's Oubre. Phoenix no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Now here's Morant, covered by Rubio. On the wing, Winslow. Puts up a three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Rubio left side. Kicks to Ayton. From deep. Unable to get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. That's tipped. Stolen by Rubio. And they're pushing it up. Saric has the open look. And that one hits back iron. Memphis leading by 15. Here's Morant. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
That's a high-level finish for Morant, showing more strength than he's really given credit for.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
Diallo, he's checked in for Oubre. The Grizzlies also making a change. Josh Jackson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. That's good from Morant.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Rubio, the pass to Saric. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Morant got a hand on it.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Bridges misses. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. 2 points. That one goes. 17 points for John Morant.
Well, when you have a guy like Morant, an elite ball handler who can hit from anywhere, there's no real limit to the points he can score.
Suns trail by 20. Bridges with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against New York. Morant with the steal. It's stolen by Saric. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Rubio.
Switch.
Pass to Saric. 5 on the clock. Here's Ayton. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Ayton's got 6.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Now here's Morant. He's got 17. Brooks outside. Morant kicks to Brooks. Jackson down low. Ayton's there.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
There's 1:54 left in the second quarter. Now here's Morant, covered by Rubio. The pass to Jackson. On the wing, Winslow. Brooks outside. Over Bridges. The Grizzlies with another miss.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Josh Jackson.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And that one falls for Bridges. Jang, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. Both free throws good from Bridges.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Morant passes to Brooks. Anderson outside. Right wing. Morant with it. Bridges covering. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
One thing Morant does with consistency, I mean, he keeps defenders off balance.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. That's good from Morant. Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Both good from the line that time.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
On the wing, Booker. Passes it to Diallo. The dish to Saric. Back to Diallo. Jackson against Booker. Over Jackson. The rebound by Jang. Jang's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game. Suns trail by 18. Pass to Saric. Over Jackson. And the Suns miss again. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Well, Greg, they just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the defensive end of the floor.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. That free throw, no good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Good on the 2nd free throw. 9 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here's Booker from deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
And so it's Memphis with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they're getting to the line more, and that usually comes down to wanting it more. Because once they had the lead, they kept pushing. They tightened the screws up, and they didn't let go.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Count that bucket. Winslow's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Memphis. Suns trail by 21. Up top, Rubio. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Jackson misses. Well, Phoenix shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Booker in the corner. Here's Ayton. Morant with the steal. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 21 in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now here's Morant. 21 points in the game. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Yeah, Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be, more patient?
Oh, are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Rod Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and the expectations may not be based in reality.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
Now here's Morant. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Here's Saric. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Oubre bounce pass. Here's Ayton. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Allen. And the layup falls. Allen's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Here's Booker. The Grizzlies making the shot. Excellent D there from Allen.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Yep, that one goes. Winslow's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Booker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. The Suns have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Allen against Oubre. Pass to Jackson. He kicks it to Winslow. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. Now the pass to Oubre. And here is Ayton to the left side wing. Rubio outside. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Winslow. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. And the dunk by Winslow.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
The Suns shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And it's Rubio penetrating. And he banks in the layup.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. Oubre with the steal. And now the Suns a fast break. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Oubre. Rubio's got 5.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Morant. He's got 21. Passes to Valanciunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Allen's shot is off. The Suns have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Oubre. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Winslow's shot is off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now Allen, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Allen passes to Valanciunas. Shoots over Rubio. He can't hit that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Booker. And Winslow pulls it down.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
And slam dunk by Allen.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Now Rubio. He has 5. Charge outside. Kicks it out to Rubio. Clock at 6. Back to Saric. Over Morant. And again, it's the Suns missing.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Pass to Allen. Here's Jackson. Covered by Oubre. Fades and shoots. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix. Bridges comes in for Booker. Then for the Grizzlies, Jang, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Clark in for Winslow. And it's the Suns with the ball. Rubio outside. Kicks it to Ayton. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Now here's Morant. 21 points in the game. Here's Clark, covered by Oubre. Fades back. Second chance shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And, of course, always keeping an eye on the top rookies in the league. We get a chance to see the first-year players with the most steals this season. Ja Morant, 3rd.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
The first one falls. Brooks checked in for Morant. Valanciunas hits them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Jerome passes to Kaminsky. Here's Bridges. Five to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Jerome. No good with the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Clark. Baines with the block. Oubre passes to Jerome. Bridges inside the three-point line. Off target from the wing. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Allen outside. Back to Brooks. Allen outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Valanciunas. It's deflected, and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. And that'll be his third foul so far. Some changes for Memphis. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Jones subbed in for Allen. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Kaminsky. High, arcing shot, and stolen by Jang. And the pass to Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Jerome. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He kicks it to Oubre. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Back to Baines. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Baines has got his first basket of the night.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Passes it to Jones. Now here's Jang. He's guarded closely. Just 4 to shoot. Baseline J on the way, and Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Jang.
Well, I think he's looking around wondering where the D is. I mean, nowhere near him, that's for sure.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Kaminsky. Oubre outside. Pass to Jerome. The 3-ball. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Brooks outside. The pass to Clark. Anderson outside. Passes it to Jang. Back to Anderson. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, it doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
1:36 left in the third quarter. Pass to Jang. Kicks it to Brooks. Here's Clark, covered by Oubre. With the putback. It's good on the putback. Jang's got his second bucket.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
And the Suns call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And the Suns making a change here. Diallo's checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Jackson's checked in. Phoenix has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Brooks outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Tuesday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town. And then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And both free throws good for Brooks. Suns shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. Diallo kicks to Oubre. With the floater, Jerome, good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Pass to Brooks. Jang with the ball. Defended by Bridges. Jang dishes to Brooks. On the mark with the 15-footer. Brooks has got 6.
Good at taking what he sees. Give Brooks this in-between shot. Man, he's going to knock it down every time.
Oubre outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Suns have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw, good, Oubre. And both free throws good for Oubre.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here's Brooks. 6 points for him. On the wing, Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 16. He can't get it to go. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Anderson. Jones is out there with Brooks. Then it's Josh Jackson. And it's Tolliver in at the center position. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. Here's Jerome. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. There's the pass to Anderson from 15 feet away, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists now tonight. The Suns shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Carter looking around. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Josh Jackson. Chris, it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Back to Jones. Stolen by Carter. Passes it to Jerome. Johnson with it. To the paint. Here's Diallo. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. He feeds it to Jackson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the first one at the line is good. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid, Porzingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time on to your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
Here's Diallo, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And, you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
you know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But, again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Jerome. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jones drives in. Tolliver the pass to Anderson. Over Johnson. No dice from 9 feet out. The Suns have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Here's Jerome. Floats one up. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And it's Carter missing.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Now here's Jones. Outside Jackson. Pass to Anderson. Tries a three. The rebound by Johnson. And the call will go against Anthony Tolliver. That is his first foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Jonah Bolden's checked in for the Suns. Valanciunas is checked in for the Grizzlies. Johnson surveying the floor. Bolden passes to Jerome. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys. So you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings and be the last one that leaves, and just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. All alone, pushes it down to finish the break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stump.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Bolden. And Carter has it in the corner. Good on the triple.
Oh, he can be sneaky good from deep sometimes. I mean, when he gets clean looks, he's got the ability to do some damage out there.
Now here's Jones. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Here is Tolliver. And another basket for Memphis. Well, Phoenix shooting just 34% from the floor. Carter outside. Passes to Baines. Goes up on the block. Nice D from Valanciunas.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now here's Johnson. Following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. Releases. Bolden can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here is Tolliver. Buries the long-range jumper.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
And Phoenix has possession after Memphis gets the 3. Now here's Jones. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
Yeah, they love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my
They'll love
God.
it.
This
You
would
better
be
believe it.
great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
And here are the Suns now. The Grizzlies making the shot. And here's Johnson outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Tolliver kicks to Clark. Pass to Valanciunas. And it's Memphis with another.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Rubio. And that one, good.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Tolliver. Tries from 10. That one off the back iron and out. Well, Phoenix shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Here's Carter. It's deflected. And it's Memphis on the break. Jones is running. And Clark slams it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
How about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Rubio. The Grizzlies making the shot. He dishes it to Johnson. Back to Rubio. And it's Kaminsky, top of the key. No dice from the high post. Grizzlies have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Rubio. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rubio's got 4 points this quarter.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
Stolen by Rubio. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Jones. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
No good on the second free throw. Memphis has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Defended by Carter. 6 to shoot. The pass to Tolliver. This one for 3. That shot no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Rubio left side. Out to Carter. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bolden passes to Kaminsky. Another shot. Bolden, good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Defended by Carter. We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Valanciunas. Fires the three. Bolden pulls it in. It's stolen.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Grizzlies.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Valanciunas.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
And the Suns making a change here. And Johnson drops them both. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. Outside, Jones connects from three-point range.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Now here's Johnson. Nice D from Valanciunas.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Clark. Pass to Jones. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Tolliver. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Jerome. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.